Hello. Hello.
Why is it always so awkward in the beginning?
It was only this time because of what you just did.
What did I do?
What did you do? Tell me. You tell me.
My wallet chain was moving around the chair here.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, why is that funny?
Mm-mm. Why is anything funny?
Because it's funny?
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to Random Frequencies Podcast.
Yeah, it's been a week, 2 weeks, I don't know.
It sure feels like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been a week, a full week.
Yeah. So, sorry for our absence.
Yeah. Yeah, for anybody who was looking for our podcast last week, we didn't have one.
No.
Yeah.
I was busy with school and other things.
Yeah. And that, we'll get into that later.
What's that, my school?
No, not just, well, the podcast.
I go to CWC.
we'll get into the idea about what we're gonna do with the podcast later on.
Okay.
I'll get into that like towards the end.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it's good to be back doing the podcast again.
Yeah.
It is cold. My toes are cold.
It was -9 when I left. It was bad.
I woke up freezing, man. It was,
My little Toyota out there had a hard time starting.
oh,
I thought I didn't turn the timer on. I was like, oh.
oh boy. Well, it's okay. I would have went off this right here.
There's a timer on there?
Yeah.
Why am I timing this then?
I thought it was for your own thing, so you can have it on your own.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
It's never too a bad thing to be safe.
Now what's new, Willow?
Oh, not too much, but enough to keep maybe us two interested at least this hour. So
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I got a couple interesting things to tell you.
I do too. I've I can't English right now.
It's okay.
I've looked into a few things this past couple weeks we've been gone in my spare time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. Anyway.
Well, with that, we'll go ahead and well, I can't English either, man. Gee whiz.
Drink the caffeine.
Yeah. Not that one.
Why not that one? Can I have it?
Because I have a soda. I have a tea right here.
Can I hide it?
I thought you said you didn't like caramel.
I mean, I like it if you let me have it.
I'll be your friend if you let me kick your
Yeah,
ass.
I'll be your friend.
Go ahead.
Sweet.
You're more of a coffee person than I am
I
anyway.
love coffee. I like these Starbucks ones. Not a sponsor
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be cool. Send us a Starbucks refrigerator full of Starbucks coffee.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I gotta work on my pitch.
Who
Anyway,
wants to be the one in charge of marketing? You or me?
I can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I took entrepreneurship and business communication and ethics.
Well, there you go. You
Yeah.
actually went to school for this stuff.
Those are legit helping though. Like they're a little tough, but like I'm learning so much. It's kind of weird too because when I was doing my business ethics paper,
Uh-huh.
I got back into the entrepreneurship mindset.
Yes.
Mindset?
Yes, mindset.
Yeah. I was keep saying mindset. and I was like, no, I'm not. I gotta think of the chapter I learned, chapters. But I think it was pretty good. I hope so anyway. Anyway, that's a different topic. Let's get into our first topic.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure people will be interested to know like your own personal things that you do as far as college goes anyways.
Yeah.
At least that you're going for college and doing it.
Yeah, I mean, outside of college, I do this and the video games and such like. Did you pick?
No.
Stuff like that?
I was wiping the grease off my greasy nose.
Mm.
Throw it on the fire and burn this place down.
It's my KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do.
You're
video
talking
games.
about food, man. I haven't eaten yet.
On Chinese food still.
Mm.
Oh god, I go for some pad thai. That's Thai. Never mind.
Oh, I got a sesame teriyaki noodles in the refrigerator. I've yet to try them. I want to cover them in this ghost pepper sauce I bought from Safeway yesterday.
Dude, that sounds good.
Probably be crapping my guts out, but oh well.
You need a good cleanse.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, you stay warm.
Stay warm, yep. Speaking of, a nice piping bowl of chili sounds nice, right, too.
Chili dogs.
We're having chili dogs later.
I like chili dogs.
You want some chili dogs?
No, I'm legit. I go get Chinese.
Okay. You stay here with your peasant chili dogs. I'm gonna go get me some Chinese.
Hey, I like chili dogs too. I just said I like chili dogs. This is the wrong hand.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, I'm playing with the Freddy glove.
Yeah, he's playing with my plastic Freddy glove.
Yeah, things awesome.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get into our first topic then.
Mm-hmm.
In the way of music, you just showed me something interesting.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
I actually really like it. Despite all the crap I give this video game that it comes from,
yeah,
I really enjoyed what you showed me from the music.
So that's from Johnny Silverhand's band in the game called Samurai.
And the game we're talking about is Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Still a good game. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
I was showing the Willow Never Fade Away and Chipping In, and he was like, I actually really like that.
I was like, that actually kind of slaps. I like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, you'll never guess what it's from. And then when the song was done, he showed me. I'm like, oh, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
it's
I mean,
awesome.
I was told that the game's music is pretty dope, but I actually having to hear it firsthand now, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Dude, it's on an awesome level. So, I mean, if you're not a fan of the game, but you're a fan of music, I feel like those who, like... Because I got, like, old school Van Halen vibes from it, more or less. Like, the melodic-ish parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was like... Man,
When I told you it had, like, this modern, like, punk rock or whatever kind of feel, but also the singer kind of sounded like he was from the 80s bands or something.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. That's why it kind of resonated with me.
Yeah, it's good. And I'm just all like, wow. People, the creativity with these people, it's multiple people, by the way, that I can't remember their names, but the work they put into it is awesome. Like, if that was released way back then, like in the 80s, I feel like that would have did good anyway.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Imagine Cyberpunk is an 80s game.
That'd be cool. Oh, there's a cool trailer for that. It said if Cyberpunk was anime or an 80s anime.
Oh, really?
I gotta show you that after this. It's
Okay.
cool as well.
All right.
I show you right now, but we're kind of doing something.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But I did. I like that those two tracks you showed me. I like the first one better. Which one? Never Fade Away.
Never Fade
I
Away,
really liked that one.
Yeah, that one's good.
I was like, oh, I like the second one too, but I did like the
Chipping
first
In.
one better.
Yeah, Chipping In. I really like Chipping In a lot.
Oh my god, I was like, okay, I think you might have sold me on the music at the very
yeah.
least, so
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
check it out.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's really good. I've been listening to a lot of the Who lately.
Oh, dude, I love the Who.
Not the Who as in the old Who. That'd be H.O. The H.U.
Mm-hmm.
The Mongolian dude. Are they
Mhm.
Mongolian? Yeah, those guys. I listen to them a lot lately.
Oh, you're listening to the Mongolian band. The
Yeah,
Who.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you meant the rock band,
No,
the Who.
not
I was,
the rock
oh man,
band, The Who. No, the Who. You like the Who?
I do, but I like
Especially
the
that-
other Who.
Especially that Star Wars track I showed you. They did.
Yeah, I totally thought that the next track after that was still Star Wars. He's like, no, it's. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the Who.
You're like, this is from freaking Fallen Order. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, Fallen Order.
Yeah, Fallen Order.
I was like, well, they only sang in one portion of the game.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I still got to
at the
play
very
that.
beginning.
Did you beat that yet?
No,
So I want to buy it. I want to borrow it.
I'm probably only gonna play it once, so you can borrow it as soon as I'm done.
Is it worth buying though?
It is.
Okay.
It's not the reason I quit playing it was because I'm playing it for my YouTube channel, and I got burnt out with everything I was doing for my YouTube channel, so I kind of just quit playing it.
Okay.
It's not that it's not good. Some people will probably tell you it's not good, but most people will tell you it's great.
Well, people always tell you things even if they're wrong.
It's okay to be wrong.
No, I wouldn't know. Just kidding.
I'm gonna take somebody's opinion who plays Cyberpunk and thinks there's nothing wrong.
Hey, well, I know there's stuff wrong. I admitted it.
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding.
There's just a lot of the Who. Ice Nine Kills.
Mm.
Ice Nine Kills. Jeez, what's wrong with me? That band. You remember that band? You
Yeah,
remember that band?
sort of.
Yeah, that band. You like Elvis, right?
Of course I like. Who doesn't like Elvis?
Anyway, I like Elvis, but they did a cover of "Can't Stop Falling in Love with You."
Oh yeah. Oh yes, you were telling me this
It's
last night.
so good.
I still have yet to listen to it.
Yeah, I showed my waifu last night, and she was like, "I love this." I'm like, "I know, right?"
Nice.
And it's just because they're known for doing songs about horror icons like Freddy and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember that.
Yeah, they're good at doing covers too.
Yeah, they're the ones that did that. This is Halloween, right? Or was that somebody else?
No, someone else.
Are you sure?
It was Marilyn Manson.
Was it Marilyn Manson?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Besides the point. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do all kinds of Halloween stuff, but I was surprised they did a cover of this song,
Yeah.
and it sounds so good. There's a nasty riff in there, and I was just sitting there like, I know it's a love song. But
Wait a minute. Ice Nine Kills. Sorry to interrupt you, but they're the ones that did that song about Pennywise, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one I was trying to think of. I don't know why I thought of Halloween.
Yeah, they did Pennywise, Halloween. Michael Myers Halloween.
Yeah, Michael Myers Halloween. I was thinking
Stabbing in the Dark is what it's called. It's my favorite track.
They did one about Freddy Krueger too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The American Nightmare.
Oh yeah.
What else did they do? They did animals. Well, they covered animals.
They should have did one about Chucky.
I think they did.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, aside the point from the music,
yeah.
I've been on a Child's Play binge lately.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking of it, I was like, Ice Nine Kills did all those horror covers. They need to do one about Child's Play. That'd be sweet.
Cool. I think they have actually. I don't know. I'll have to look.
Go ahead and keep going. I'm actually going to look it up real quick.
I've been listening to their older stuff though, like from like their first, second album. I can't remember what they're called now.
Oops.
A Grave Mistake and stuff like that. Yeah, that's been my jam lately. And I just kept the spookiest train going too.
You're dang right.
Coffee, but a lot of Motionless in White also. And they recently did a cover too of that Somebody Told Me song.
Which one's that?
From the Killers.
Somebody Told Me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody told me you had a boyfriend that looked like a girl.
Oh yes, yeah, okay.
That I had in February. Yeah, that was And goddamn, miss concerts, dude.
Yeah,
Miss them a lot. But Dance Gavin Dance is touring in October, so me and my homeboy got plans. You want to go? Let's go.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if this is an actual song, but it says "Good Guy" by Ice Nine Kills concept song. So I don't know if
no.
Is it like a fan thing?
Might be a fan thing.
So okay, all right, never mind.
I don't think they did though.
Okay.
They should though.
They should. It's a nice opportunity. I don't know. It's just me too. But like I said, because I've been on a Child's Play binge for some stupid reason.
I feel like this year when they do, when Halloween comes around, they're probably gonna do Silver Scream Part 2 or something like that.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Because I really like those.
Yeah. Silver Scream is what it's called.
Nice.
Yeah, because that whole album is awesome. I love it. And that Cannibals, I think it's Cannibals or Animals, I can't remember. Eating you alive. Original villains in the night. I think it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I think
that sounds like it.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been listening to a lot of them lately.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm gonna be honest, no, I haven't been listening to much this entire week. Not really.
That's weird. Weird even for you.
Yeah, weird for me.
Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe not this week, but maybe last week, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
I went back on my Volbeat binge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it has been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah.
Oh, on it? This?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. But yeah, I think last week, if I remember right, because I remember listening to Volbeat, and I was like, oh, you know what? I miss listening to these guys. So I just flipped it on a track, on a loop, on a playlist. So
have they done anything recently?
I think they were doing a compilation album of, I think it was like their greatest hits, but I'm not. I don't think they're doing that anymore.
It's too soon.
I don't think they're doing. I don't think. It might not be that. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it was either that or like a compilation of like some of their live stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure.
See, I don't mind greatest hit albums, but usually that's a sign that a band is either dying or they're gonna break up.
Yeah.
So
you know, funny fact. That's part of the reason why Van Halen broke up.
Why is that?
Well, the Sammy Hagar era, anyway.
Oh. Okay.
Because it was like, I think they were 5 years into Sammy Hagar, and then they wanted to do a greatest hits album with him. But he had two problems with that, if I remember right. I have to go back and check this. Okay. Getting into a little music history here. Mm-hmm. When David Lee Roth left the band, they had Sammy Hagar, you know, all that stuff. And they had like bigger hits with Sammy Hagar than they did with David Lee Roth, even though most people still preferred David Lee Roth.
Weren't you a Lee Roth preferrer too?
No, I'm a Hagar preferrer. I really don't like David Lee Roth's music.
Yeah.
I mean, I like some of his songs, not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ain't Talking About Love.
Oh, that song.
Jump, believe it or not.
Jump.
Yeah. I like Dance the Night Away. I like Panama. I think Panama is my favorite.
Panama's my jam.
I think Panama's my favorite David Lee Roth one. And then Ain't Talk About Love's my second.
Mm-hmm.
And Beautiful Girls.
Girls.
Yeah. And
Girl, you're a girl.
You're a girl. Oh, and their cover of You Really Got Me by the Kinks.
I think I heard that.
Girl, you really got me.
I know the song.
Yeah, you know that?
I didn't know they did a cover of
They
that.
did. Yeah, they did.
I have to check that out later.
That was the very first time I ever heard that. I thought it was their song, but my mom's like, that was like song by the Kinks, if I remember right. She's like, oh, okay.
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Then I heard the Kinks version. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But because I heard Van Halen's cover first, I like that one better. But anyway, after that, I heard Sammy Hagar's era of music, and I do prefer that kind of music because that guy can hold a tune like nobody's business.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And he's much better stage presence than David Lee. David Lee Roth was more of a stage performer than an actual vocalist. Like the guy could sing, but he wasn't a great singer.
I see.
Yeah, he was doing like stage antics, like backflips and like he's more of a stage performer.
Focusing on the his self performance and the actual performance.
Yeah, mostly it's like kind of look at me, look what I can do, more than like look at what us as a band can do. That's the kind of feeling I got from him. I hate to say it.
And that was his problem with doing a greatest hits.
No, that's Sammy Hagar's problem was with the greatest hits thing was he felt that they had like 10 more years in them. Like we can keep doing this for ages, man. Like a greatest hits thing is more like when we're old and washed up, man. We're still high and mighty right now.
Oh God, I'm Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, and well, he was trying to think of them as a whole too. Or like these guys you guys can still play great riffs. You can come up with great music. Like, we can come up with great lyrics together for like the next 5-10 years before we can think about a greatest hits. We're like, we're not ready to quit, are we? And they kind of had arguments with both Eddie and Alex. Yeah, and I think from I remember right. Like, Alex mostly just followed his brother Eddie and whatever Eddie said. And, their brothers are not going to turn on each other. So, even if Alex might have agreed with whatever David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar would have said, I think he would have just been like, well, I'm not going to turn on my brother kind of thing. Because they're kind of inseparable. No matter who they get, the band's still going to be called Van Halen, It's not going to be called Sammy Hagar and Van Halen. It's not going to be called David Lee Roth and Van Halen.
David Lee Halen.
Yeah, no kidding. And but yeah, that was one of his problems. His other problem with the greatest hits was he would also have to perform all of David Lee Roth's music.
Oh, and was it his jam at all?
Well, it was. He performed it anyway on his live tours and stuff because he knows that some of that stuff's like.
Dude, studio versions would have been cool though.
Yeah. You know that they did a David Lee Roth, Sammy Hagar mashup tour, right?
No.
They did.
When?
Well, he tried to make it work with David Lee Roth because he knew two of the biggest influential frontmen for Van Halen, one of the biggest bands in the world at the time. It would have sold like millions, and I think it did.
Triple platinum.
Yeah, like them two coming together. But the problem was David Lee Roth just kept acting like a total dick, man. And he tried to make it work with him. Like he tried to make it work on stage, but like they just couldn't get along. It was just bad. And I was like, man, that sucks. And then it's just like the years of drug abuse and alcoholism with the Van Halens kind of just drove Sammy to be like, I'm sorry, man, I can't do this no more.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the downfall of a lot of 80s bands, too, that were really great.
Well, hell, I mean, even modern bands still go through that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a thing with, like, rock and roll fame.
Yeah, the fame.
And all that
syndrome
stuff.
Or something like that, yeah.
And, well, here and there with all that, they say he says he got fired. They say he quit. It's I don't know who to believe. A
lot of finger pointing.
Yeah, it's always finger pointing. But they still felt bad. He still felt bad. After Eddie died because he didn't know him for years, and he still felt bad. And he tried to maintain some kind of a distant, friendly relationship with them, but I don't know if that ever was a thing. But as far as that goes, I do prefer Sammy Hagar music-wise and just the way he presents himself. Because David Lee Roth was always like, "Look at me," kind of had that kind of
I'm the band.
Yeah, no, seriously. In one of his interviews, I remember seeing in one of his interviews. Yes, exactly. James has got a crap-eating grin on his face with some shades, and I'm like, yeah, that's David Lee Roth right there to the bone, dude.
Yep.
But anyway, in one of his interviews, I remember seeing and called he was like, Sammy Hagar throws a party. I am the party. I was like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's.
And it's not me like riding on Sammy's back here, man. He's like generally, from what I understand, like a better person all around.
Yeah.
So, and everybody that I have read stories about, like going to his concerts and like, cause he hosts his own concerts and stuff with like his other band, the Circles and the Wild Burritos. He's got 2 different bands, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. And that also includes ex-bassist Michael Anthony from Van Halen because they kicked him out.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
He was with them from the beginning and they kicked him out. They treated him like crap.
I don't want to be in this band.
No, they after years, man, they've been like, ugh, what a fall from grace.
Yeah.
They treated him, and then him and Sammy were friends for decades, and he's like, "Come join my band, man. I ain't gotta treat you like that. You're my bro. You're my bro." And they're together to this day, still doing the same stuff.
That's cool as hell.
Oh, The Circle, Fabritas, and Chickenfoot. That's all three of Sammy's other bands he's with.
I know Chickenfoot.
I love Chickenfoot.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Chickenfoot, but I don't know if he's still doing stuff with them.
Wasn't Chickenfoot on the lineup for Aftershock when we went that year?
If they were, I would have.
Yeah, they were. But the line kind of. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But I was on. I think I mentioned this in the past podcast, but if I didn't, I was gonna say before this last year, 2020 hit us all in the nuts. Mm-hmm. I was in line to go see Sammy Hagar in Vegas.
Damn, I want to go. She told me I would have given money.
Backstreet Boys tour happened, man.
I know. I got money back for like 2 bands I wanted to see.
I got money back for that California trip, so I'm happy with that. It's just I wanted to go to Sammy Hagar's trip. The guy's getting old, man.
Mm-hmm. Got to see him before he goes.
I know. Now I'm depressed.
I know.
Oh, I think we spent enough time on music.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could talk about music all day, seriously.
Yeah.
But I do kind of want to get into our other topics, unless there's anything else you wanted to add.
Nope. Switch.
If anything, we'll save it for next.
Yeah.
Well, next podcast.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well, switching. We will talk about movies this time.
Oh boy.
You seen anything?
No.
Neither have I.
No, not really.
I haven't either, but I want to.
Yeah. I do want to follow up with one thing though.
What's up?
For Made in Abyss, I talked about last podcast. So the movie is a continuation of the series. And then
that's right. You told me there was a movie about it.
There's a total of 3 movies out. 3 movies out right now.
Really?
The first one is basically all season 1 summarized. Second one happens after season 1 movie. And the third one, God, I don't even know what third one is. It's kind of, I'm not sure if it's out or not, but on Funimation they have a 3-pack for it. So it's $20. I'm thinking about getting it, but I want you to get into it because no one wants to watch.
Well, you said you were going to borrow me your Amazon account so I could watch the series.
I'll write that down for you before I leave. But yeah, it's just it's a sad anime, dude. And I hear I was looking at the YouTube comments, and I guess it gets worse. So I'm like, okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and they have like a little mini episode in there because one of the little main characters they love, they gave her. I'm not too sure. I've been seeing a lot of controversy on that. This specific character, some screen time. So I'm like, oh, it's adorable.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you'll have to get me to watch that show because I'm just waiting for it.
Or I could just buy the movie pack and we watch those.
Yeah, either one's fine. Either one's fine with me. Yeah. I had a question about that movie, that Japanese movie you saw or you wanted to watch, and I said I was going to watch with you, As God's Will or something like that.
Yeah.
Any more news on that?
No, haven't heard anything.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Just that it was supposed to come out this year.
I think it's out already. It's on Funimation now. I think.
Let's check that out. Take a look at it.
I think it's Funimation. I don't think it's Crunchyroll. It's one of those big sites.
Okay.
Oh, you alright?
Yeah, I was trying to burp, but it wouldn't come out.
But yeah. God, that looks good too. I want to see that. Movie trailers. Have you seen any movie trailers lately? No, because I got YouTube Premium now. I don't see trailers at all anymore.
I mean, you'll have to look them up personally now.
Yeah.
So.
Wait. There's a video game movie that's coming out.
Which one? Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
No. No, it's a series.
Probably another Resident Evil.
The Last of Us.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
You seen?
Wait, isn't this a series or is this going to be a film?
It's a series on.
Okay,
HBO.
We'll talk about that when we come up with the series because I still want to stay on movies real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I was told, and it was a rumor. I might have looked it up saw it on an article. I didn't personally look it up, but I think they're making another Cloverfield film. That's going to be in the vein of the first film.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be like Cloverfield Lane. It's not going to be like Cloverfield Paradox or whatever.
So those are all connected.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they are.
I just figured that out. I was like, these are all happening at the same time.
But the next one is going to be almost like a direct sequel to the first one. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's going to be shot in the same... And this is all speculation so far, rumors, like early news or whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as I can tell, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to look it up for next time, but I really love the first Cloverfield movie, and I really like the second one.
I don't even know what Cloverfield Paradox is. I just saw it.
I saw
what is it?
I saw clips of it. Apparently, it's a oh boy, it's like a okay. So from my understanding, I didn't watch the movie, and I kind of want to just so I don't sound like an idiot.
Yeah, I want to see it too, just because I really like the first Cloverfield and Cloverfield Lane.
You know what? Let's not even get into it until we watch it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, about the Cloverfield film that's coming up, apparently, it's going to be like something like a direct sequel to the first one, where it's not going to change very drastically, but like
an aftermath.
Kind of like because okay, 10 Cloverfield Lane is almost no direct correlation to. Like, it could be its own film completely unrelated to Cloverfield.
Yeah, see, that's what
because they never mentioned anything in that film about what happened in the first movie. Nothing. Yeah. It turns out to be a freaking... Okay, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it. Turn away now. Yeah. It's an alien invasion film.
Yeah. And John... What's his name?
John Goodman.
John Goodman was prepared-ish.
Yeah, well, he's like a doomsday guy, but like the whole movie like makes him seem like he's just like this paranoid, real crazy guy just holding this girl hostage in his basement.
Why did it's been a while since I've seen it. Why did he keep her hostage?
Because he was actually crazy.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was because he like missed his daughter or something like that. Right?
Oh boy,
no.
We're gonna be getting into some Cloverfield lore here because there's crazy.
They're good movies.
There's crazy lore behind all of it. Believe it or not. Apparently, this guy was an employee at this company called Slusho Products or something.
Slusho, okay.
And it's like okay. So obviously, it sounds like a drink company, and it kind of is. Mm-hmm. But they have some kind of weird connection with what happened in New York in the first movie.
Well, they said the monster itself was not an alien, but just like a sea creature.
It might have come from space, but it didn't come from space in that film.
Yeah.
Like, it might have either that or it was always an unidentified underwater creature that was never discovered.
Well, there was two of them.
Because there was comics that came out that kind of helped, like, flesh out the story a little bit.
Well, I guess in the first Cloverfield there was two of those monsters running around, right?
There was one.
Oh, okay.
But there's, according to the lore of the third film, which again, like I said, it was just only speculation. There was another that was its mother that came looking for it after it didn't show back up. But anyway, the lore behind it, John Goodman's character was apparently an employee at that company. Oh man, that company had something to do with like. Okay, this goes into the third film because the third film apparently deals with like. Messing with the space-time and dimensions that they accidentally did. And that thing came from a different dimension, landed on Earth like thousands of years ago or whatever, and stayed in the waters. Okay, this is what I'm getting from like from what I remember from the back lore, was that the company that went drilling that accidentally awoke in that thing was part of the Slusho company or something. I can't remember.
So Slusho brought that way back in time to bring this thing here?
No, there's like a bigger company branch that he was an employee of, or had a brother that was an employee of, that sent those people to space on that shuttle, and they accidentally messed with something that screwed up their dimension, and somehow that thing or whatever came through and landed on Earth.
Okay.
So that thing, a guess or something, that thing came from another dimension. And his company or his brother's company that was like connected to it somehow. Okay. So he does have sort of a connection, but like the entire movie never explains that. It was only the third movie, and like if you actually go into the Cloverfield online like webpage or something, like you'll have to dig deep. It's like a dig deep kind of thing.
I'm interested now.
It's got strange lore. I don't know. I might be like a lot of wrong of what I just said, but it's like close to what it is.
I'll have to look up that Cloverfield Paradox. I didn't know that was a thing at all.
Apparently the movie's really weird, and it's like it wasn't very good, but like it. I don't know. I haven't seen it, and I kind of just want to watch it just to get it out of my head to get a wrap around what it is. But like I don't know. Apparently the next film is going to be either a reboot or like a complete just sequel to the first one. I got to look more into that. It might have been a total rumor. It might not even be happening. Yeah. But that's just what I had to contribute to that conversation for now.
Yeah, no, that's good.
What I really want is a District 9 sequel.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Well, yeah. I guess people were trying to say Chappie was, but I guess it really wasn't.
It's not. Yeah. It's just like in the vein of District 9.
Yeah,
it's like similarly made.
Concept,
it's a similarly. It's a really good movie, I think. I thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah. I legit cried on both movies.
Yeah.
Especially Chappie. That was sad as hell.
It was like, come on, man. Like, gee whiz.
Yeah.
It's been ages since I've seen it. I need to see it again.
Yeah.
I need to get it for my collection.
Yeah.
I like Chappie.
Yeah, he's a gangster robot.
I remember seeing it at Jacob's place. I think that's the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think that'll do it for our movie discussions. I want to move into TV discussions real quick, and I ain't got too much to say. That'll be interesting. But
I got a decent amount. You or me?
You first.
So I dipped my toes in the Dragon's Dogma Netflix series. I got to episode 3.
Okay, so as a fan of the games, what are your thoughts immediately?
I mean, they did their research, obviously, with the dragon.
Obviously, or at least?
No, obviously.
Okay.
With the dragon, enemies, weapons, with the guards, just overall environment and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they even went as far as to learn the names of like the towns and stuff like that. But it's kind of... I see how it would like confuse people of what's going on, because the fishing town in the game of Dragon's Dogma is just this little tiny town, like really tiny. But in the anime, it's huge. It's like a bustling, almost a city. It's like a town now. I don't know what's bigger than town. It's bigger than town, but smaller than the city.
Just another town, I imagine.
Anyway, it's like
a small city, I guess.
It's it's like 4 times bigger than the little. So like this would be the old school villages like that. You know?
Yeah.
This village is like this now.
Okay, I'd consider that a city.
All right, it's a city now.
Yeah, myself.
But it was cool. They're obviously not afraid to get gritty with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's bloody, it's gory. It's cool. I like it. And even the monsters are kind of good. I mean, the Cyclops is bigger for some reason, and his pawn had like a bunch of different powers. I think they're trying to go off her being like a mystic archer, but yeah, it's good. I like it.
Okay.
It's good. I mean, I know episode 3 is kind of weird. People were saying episode 3 is kind of weird because it has to do with goblins and ladies. So I'll let you put that together in your brain.
Well, I'd only put it together if maybe I'd ask you, were they part of the games?
Sort of, yeah. Goblins definitely are, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, they kind of... I'm not sure if goblins being mean to ladies is a real thing in, like, lore for a goblin. Because that never took place in the video games. Yeah. But, I'm liking it. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you're liking it, right?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
The English voice cast is pretty good, too. I'm not going to lie. They're actually really good.
Okay. Okay, when it comes to voice casts and video games and television shows, like adaptations, why don't they just get the same voice actors?
Like, what do you
from
mean?
the games to be adapted for the live action television shows, or not live action, but like anime shows rather.
Well, it's a demanding job though. Like they can't be in one place.
But they're not. They're not like okay. So Dragon's Dogma. How many games are there?
1.
Just 1.
Well, 2 if you count the online, but that's dead and gone now.
Okay, well then they don't have it. Just my personal thing.
Well,
they wouldn't have an obligation to like voice both a game and a series at the same time, though, right?
Well, none of the characters from Dragon's Dogma in the video game are in the anime. This takes place in the future? Yeah, future. It wouldn't make sense. Like 100 years after the first events of Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, okay. So like none of these people are from the games?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because with the premise of Dragon's Dogma is the dragon comes back once every 100 years. So, yeah. This is 100 years later after the first Dragon's Dogma.
Well, I guess my question was more related to like in general.
The general
like,
whole,
yeah. Like why couldn't they just get like okay, so obviously it's like take Sonic the Hedgehog for example, the movie, right? Mm-hmm. They got this other guy who I can never remember his name who voiced Sonic.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they just get the guy who's been voicing Sonic in the games to voice him in the movie?
He don't voice him no more.
No more.
Yeah,
but
he recently quit.
Yeah, but the movie came out before he quit.
Maybe he didn't pay enough.
Or maybe he didn't want to because he knew he was going to quit. And
Yeah.
he was like, I'm not going to voice Sonic no more. That also includes the live action film.
Well, aside of that, I think it just all comes down to money.
And this guy who I'm talking about, his name is Roger Craig Smith.
Roger Craig,
Well, yeah. And we know him as both Sonic and Chris Redfield from RE5 and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that's the thing. For in that certain case, I guess.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder who voices like Knuckles in the games. Because apparently Jason Momoa is going to be voicing Knuckles in the sequel to Sonic.
I can't put my face on him for some reason. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cool actor. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
I can't see him as Knuckles. Like, I just see him as Aquaman.
Yeah. Just like, okay, so if they made they were going. Okay, so here we go with going into video game TV shows. They were going to do I want to get your thoughts on this. Before they canceled it, the live-action Zelda series on Netflix.
I mean, I was down for it.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, if Link talked, it'd be kind of weird, but...
Yeah. Excuse me, princess.
Yeah, that yeah, no one's gonna get that reference.
Yeah, it's best you don't anyway.
Yeah, that can die in a hole.
Yeah. Okay, so that as far as that goes, like, what would you have liked to have seen in a Zelda series? Stuff that you've seen before in a game, or things that you haven't seen before that you thought would have looked cool in a game?
I would have wanted incorporation of elements for all the games that they had, like something cool. Like one of the iconic characters is like Dark Link. That would have been kind of cool to throw in there. Skull Kid would have been cool to throw in there somewhere. Midna, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Favorite princess, Zelda who?
Yuga though. Not Yuga though.
Yuga. Do you like what you see?
You like looking at my butt. Thank you, Game Grumps, for that.
Yeah,
I love
for
you
real.
guys for that. You guys brought something to Yuga I never thought I'd need.
Do you like what you see?
You like something you see?
I liked Yuga too. He was a cool character.
I did. I actually did. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen stuff like that. Like,
see, the thing about Zelda too is, I didn't like Skyward Sword, but I like some of the stuff they threw in there.
who did?
Like, when you're, I can't remember what level it was, but like you're like in that pit kind of thing. You know, there's those little zombie moblins everywhere, and only way to get out was a thread.
Oh, I never made it that far.
Well, anyway, the only way to get out was like a silk thread hanging from the ceiling that leads back to Hyrule.
Oh,
Or what is
Skyrule
was supposed to be Hyrule. But that's actually history. There's a story. I think it's a Greek legend. I can't remember, but this dude went and found a treasure in I guess hell, and he was gonna bring it back, but only way to get out was to lose all of his possessions to climb the silk thread.
Oh, really?
Well, the bodies of the damned tried to get him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A little Greek reference there.
Yeah, and I was like, I know what that is.
Dang.
And stuff like that would incorporate into a TV show, like just little tidbits like that would have been cool.
And I imagine they would have kept this pretty family friendly, as far as it can get.
But it's Netflix, though.
I don't think Nintendo would have been very
Yeah,
welcoming to something like a Legend of Zelda series being something like Game of Thrones or
like Dragon's Dogma.
yeah, something like that. I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
guess
sure
that
they would
makes
have made it
sense.
like more family friendly. But at that point, they would have been like, well, why don't you just make it an animated series instead of a
Yeah, animated would have been cool. I'd been
Yeah.
with that too.
like in the vein of maybe like something like Samurai Jack, like
Oh, yeah, like
violent, but
weird-
like not
yeah.
overly violent,
In
like
weird cartoony proportions. That'd be cool.
yeah, because like sometimes Zelda wasn't afraid to go there, but like it
Obviously,
it didn't go there like all the way to the max.
Mhm. I mean,
but-
Toon Link though.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the max.
yeah. But
then-
like it got to the point where I don't know. It's like I
Mhm.
think it would have did better as a
Animated.
animated show. Because how are you gonna get people to look like what they're supposed to look like without it looking really goofy?
Yeah, NPCs in the Zelda world are kind of weird looking anyway. So
Yeah.
animated's the way to go.
Can try to have somebody who looks like Tingle or Beetle.
You know, I'm kind of glad this didn't make it to a series now.
Yeah, I'm more than glad that it didn't, because I was like, oh man, because
No.
what they're doing with the Super Mario Brothers movie at least is they're not going back to what really screwed it up.
I don't know if I want to ask you this question. I might ask you off camera about a certain Mario series.
Just ask me now, because
Was that Ron Jeremy as Mario?
which one?
The one where
The live action movie?
No, the series.
Which one? There's like 3 of them.
It's like the '80s one
where he talks with a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, was that Ron Jeremy?
Probably.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Because it looks like him really, really bad.
It probably was, man.
That's weird. Why?
Now that I think about it, it probably was.
Why would Nintendo hire him?
Because
I'd say who Ron Jeremy is, but
I think people will end up figuring that out for themselves.
Don't look it up. It's just
it's bad.
He's a certain type of actor, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway.
Maybe he wanted. I don't know, but what he did was flatten his career like a pizza.
Yeah, it was bad.
Jeez. But yeah, let's not talk about that anymore.
Anyway, Last of Us series.
Oh, The Last of Us. Yes, let's
Yeah.
finally get into that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Pedro Pascal apparently as Joel.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that.
He kind of has the face, but then again, I was looking at his acting career. I don't know if he's gonna make a good Joel, because Joel's this rugged,
Well, people surprise you. I mean, yes, but see, again, my main problem with like these adaptations is, well, I don't know if it's a main problem, but one of my biggest things is you gotta really think about who you're gonna choose, and I don't want to say I have a problem with Pedro Pascal as Joel. As far as looks go,
I'm gonna say the obvious of who they should have hired.
Hugh Jackman. Yes. Yes.
He's an expensive actor though.
He is.
But come on.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at his face.
Maybe he wasn't interested. Also,
Well,
he's like, well, I don't know.
Ever since Logan, everyone's like, he kind of looks like Joel. No, he looks like Joel.
Yeah, it's all studios and money, but also you have to think about maybe he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a big video game person. Whatever.
Yeah.
But then again, maybe Pedro Pascal isn't either, and they just had to. I don't know. I don't know the history behind
He's
what.
a goofy dude, though.
Who?
Like Pedro Pascal.
So is Hugh Jackman.
No, he's like really goofy. Like I was watching his Wired interviews. He's goofy as heck. Like if you look at the like even the thumbnail for that Wired interview, he's sitting there like that. He's like got some goofy face on.
Well,
his tongue is sticking out and he's
Well,
cross-eyed.
I guess those are the kind of actors I like. Is when they're like they kind of do
and
that kind of stuff.
He always dressed like he's in a midlife crisis too. Like in all the interviews I've seen, his hair's shaggy. He's like wearing loose fitting clothes and like one's not all buttoned up. I'm like, this guy's kind of cool.
Yeah,
hang out with him.
I mean, okay. So far as the Last of Us series goes, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm just looking at what they're doing with the Uncharted movie, and I'm like, oh boy, I don't know.
What's his name?
Babyface Tom Holland.
Tom Holland
does not look at all like Nathan Drake.
He looks like a young Nathan Drake.
I'm like, I think that's what they're going for, but I'm like, why? When we started out, Nathan Drake was already kind of an old man.
Well, I mean, isn't the third Uncharted?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a horse in this race. I didn't play the Uncharted game, so my dad did, and he had me like help him with some stuff here. But I kind of had some.
I mean, I played the first two and parts of the third one. The third one does focus on him, kind of like a younger Nathan. It goes from him to being a kid to where he is now.
Oh, so it kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah,
between like prequel kind of.
It's called like the Thieves' End or something like that.
Yeah, Thieves' End is the game.
Yeah, I think that's what they're probably gonna go with it.
Maybe, and it does make sense, I guess. But that
because the age group of what Tom Holland is, they didn't really touch base with much in the game.
True.
So I feel like that's where they're gonna
Yeah. Again, as far as actors go, I could see Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I was gonna say TC.
more of a. I think most people were hoping it was Tom Cruise.
That's one of those obvious things, like with
it's so obvious it hurts.
What's his
like
name? Yeah. Hugh Jackman.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those obvious things. In a perfect world.
Yeah. But whatever. I mean, I'll give them a chance. Like, okay.
Sure.
But see, as far as like Uncharted goes, I would have preferred it as a series, and we'd see Tom Holland both age as a person and as Nathan Drake as a character.
Age into Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Like age into your character to where it makes sense by season 4 or 5, he's somebody who we kind of recognize.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me. But again, like I said, I don't really have a horse in this race because I didn't play those games. Yeah. They're part of my collection, but I haven't played them yet.
I'm not sure who they're getting for Ellie though.
I see it.
Who?
And she's also They're called.
Is that that one chick from Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're calling this series Last of Thrones because these two actors are coming from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
they're like,
that's
okay,
true.
okay. Like, who you gonna get? Who you gonna get? Plays Abby.
Well,
that big beefy chick who plays that one night woman.
Well, think about it though. Like, actors play on each other's chemistry too.
I guess.
And they worked together in the past, so maybe it could be pretty
sort
good.
of. I don't think they work together.
I didn't see goddamn Game of Thrones, so
yeah.
I'm just going by association here.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
I think I liked it originally, but on a couple of viewings, I'm like,
I still refuse to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But going back to real quick before we get into our next segment because we're kind of running short on time, is the other thing that was canceled was the Star Fox series.
I didn't even know that was going to be.
It was going to be a thing, but the thing is, it was going to be a claymation style series, and I don't know if I like that.
Like stop motion
claymation, like Chicken Run and like, like those kind of shows, Pirates Band and Misfits kind of thing.
Like the clay animation.
Yeah,
of thing.
I don't think I would have liked that myself. I think they could have done with. Oh boy, I'm going to be getting into this, but I think they could have gone. I'm not going to get into it too much because we're running out of time. Yeah. But I'm going to get into it more later on in another podcast in another episode because I really, really wanted to see something like this. But I would have preferred if it was again an animated style, but not like Castlevania or something like that kind of animated. More like
anime.
Kind of more like a DreamWorks Pixar kind of animated style Star Fox series.
Yeah.
And the problem with what they
basically just how Star Fox looks in the first place.
Yeah, basically the game already. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, not real live action-y kind of thing, but like to where we recognize it as a Star Fox thing. But the whole claymation thing, I would have had a problem with it. I would have been like,
Yeah.
Because like Star Fox is like it can be serious. Like most of it's goofy. Like the characters' dialogues between each other is pretty goofy. Yeah. But sometimes the story can be kind of serious.
Yeah.
Like this evil scientist was banished to a dead planet.
Yeah.
And he's raising his army to completely take over the Lilat system.
Yeah. Even the beef with
murdering everybody
yeah.
on those planets.
Yeah.
Like that's like kitty stuff getting dark.
Yeah.
And he literally murdered Fox McCloud's father. And he tells Fox, "You're gonna die just like your father, Fox." Yeah. And he sends out the mercenaries, Starwolf.
Yeah, even that
to take them out.
That gets like super serious too with Starwolf, like the dialogue between characters as well.
You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox.
Yeah, yeah. I like Starwolf. I want a series about them.
I love Star. See, they could have did something with that. They could have had a Starwolf arc.
Yeah.
And I don't know. This whole claymation thing. This really would have. It could have been cool. It could have been, but it would have been. It would have really kind of messed with my steez.
Let's just get into animating. We'll do it ourselves.
Again, as far as Star Fox goes, I have a lot more to say. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna move on to our next segment because we got like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
So we'll bring that. Well, I'm gonna bring back more Star Fox in our next topics of discussion for another podcast. So switching now. Which I think I forgot to do with movies, but whatever.
Just edit it.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, I'll just leave it on. But video games, man.
Yeah.
Tell me what you got.
You go first. I've been kind of slacking there.
That's okay. Just tell me what you think.
Again, Warframe.
Yeah, obviously.
Lots of Warframe. Nothing's really changed there besides Star Days.
Well, you got a new buddy to join us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Franco.
Yeah. Welcome aboard the Warframe train, dude.
Yeah, and we've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight with him too.
Oh yes, we have.
Yeah, that's about it. There was one game I want to try. It's called not Visceral. I think it's Visceral. I can't remember, but it's like 2D Bloodborne. It's like you know how old GBA games play where you're like the little character and the camera's above you.
How have I not heard of this? Visceral?
I think it's Visceral. I can't remember what it's called.
We'll check that out.
I can just look it up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look it up
while I talk about it.
Go ahead.
But yeah. it's across all platforms. And it's Bloodborne-esque. But I don't know. It's kind of weird for me because I'm used to how Bloodborne is like really hard.
Oh yeah,
and it's hard to do like a Soulsborne type of game 2D. God,
I think Blasphemous might have something else to say about that, but I don't know.
I think that's what I'm thinking about. Hold on.
Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about Blasphemous.
Is that what it is?
Maybe? I don't know. Look it up.
How do you spell that?
Blasph, and then it should show up.
What year did this come out?
Last year or 2019? I can't remember.
Holy crap, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. I think I showed you this. You might have forgotten.
No, this ain't it.
That's not it?
No, this isn't
okay.
it.
Never mind. Okay, so Visceral's the game you're talking about.
I think it's what it's called. Gosh, I really should have saved it. No, not Visceral Games Developer.
Oh, rest in peace.
I'll keep looking, but that's pretty much all I got.
That's pretty much it. Well, yeah. It's understandable. You've been busy doing other things, dude.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I was not going to say anything until I actually started playing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I recently went onto the PS3 store.
PS3 store?
They still have an online store, believe it or not.
Okay.
And I downloaded a bunch of games because I think at some point PS3 online store is going to be gone anyway.
Well, yeah.
So that's the only reason I have my PS3. I deleted my entire Skyrim from PS3.
Oh no, okay.
I deleted my entire playthrough of Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
I deleted all of my Resident Evil games. I deleted just about everything that I can play on another system now.
Yeah.
And that's really the only reason I deleted them, was because I can now play them on PS4 or PC.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm doing. You obviously know that I have Dark Souls Remastered, so that means I'm going to be restarting that entire game.
Yeah.
But I did manage to land my hands on a few games. Final Fantasies 3, 5, and 6.
Okay.
And one certain original Demon's Souls.
Yes!
Yeah.
I still gotta play that myself.
You have never played the original Demon's Souls?
No. My buddy had. Manny has.
Yeah, Manny has.
Yeah.
I wanted to play the original Demon's Souls before I played the remake.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't gotten into it yet. I downloaded it. I was very tempted to the other night. I was like, I don't know if I want to right now. I'll wait on it a little bit.
Also, like I said, too, like Demon's Souls Remake is only for PS5, and it's kind of hard to get a hold of.
Oh, it is very. By the time I finish Demon's Souls, I should have me a PS5. So it really sucks, man, because Resident Evil 8 comes out next month.
I know, right?
And everybody's gonna be up already talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, fucking must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
That was my thoughts about Demon's Souls Remake, too. I'm like, just because you got one.
Yeah.
So
well, at least I have the original, and I can at least compare and contrast. But apparently, from what I understand from people who have played the remake and beaten it, it is basically the original game, just upscaled.
Yeah.
HD. There's almost nothing different about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't have any point of reference because I never played the original. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they did add a couple extra things in there too, but that's about it. Yeah.
Well, I'd have to play both of them to figure out which one.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's all I'm going to be using my PS3 for from now on is like PS1 classics.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff you can't get anywhere else, like the Dead Space games.
Right?
Yeah.
I love Dead Space.
Yes. Yes. Oh boy. Well, that's about it for the PS3 I have a lot of games now for my oh god. I don't know why I'm getting into this either, but now that I have well, I guess I don't know, I don't want to say time, but like I've been wanting to get into MMORPGs.
Yeah, I remember seeing you post about that the other night.
Mm-hmm. And boy howdy, am I Final Fantasy 14.
Did you get into it?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. What's wrong?
What's wrong is I'm getting into it.
Oh, okay.
That is a lot of time that I'm going to be putting into that.
I am a very, I don't say recreational player. I just don't play anymore. I should though. That's the sad part.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing though. Is like I have so many things I already have that are not MMORPGs that I haven't even played yet.
It's called Morbid. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Morbid. I have Morbid on
You have Morbid?
on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I really want to play that. I'm probably going to download it
Yes,
tomorrow,
play it,
tonight.
dude. I haven't had a chance to play it, but I had an itch when I saw the trailer. I was like,
Yeah.
I need to play that.
I saw the trailer for it too. I was like, this looks incredible.
Mhm. Mhm. I'm going to start playing it here pretty soon.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Final Fantasy 14.
Well, not too much to say other than I'm going to be getting into that.
Did you start it already? Or
No.
Oh, okay.
But another MMORPG I got
Well, hold
that
on. What version of Final Fantasy 14 did you get? Just the base game?
all of it.
All of it? Oh, okay. Oh, you get the new classes. Then.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's another expansion coming out apparently.
Yes, and it looks amazing. I saw
Yes.
the trailer.
So do some of the characters.
Yeah.
Did you see the Matanga tribe?
I really need to start getting more into this game.
I love those Matanga characters. The elephants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, yes.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know why the character design. I'm like, some people thought it was silly nightmare fuel. I'm like, it looks funny.
Well,
I love it.
With Final Fantasy 14 too, they did a lot of crossovers with Nier Automata.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's cool looking.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
You fight Rathalos in that game.
Well, didn't Monster Hunter have like crossovers with? Okay.
Yeah, King Behemoth, and he's an
Son of a bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, it's yeah. Mm.
And speaking of Monster Hunter,
No.
yes, not the one you're thinking of, the
Okay,
one I'm
continue.
thinking of. Okay,
Continue.
when I mention Monster Hunter,
Mhm.
we don't talk about anything other than the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I've still heard about
Agreed?
that. Agreed.
Agreed?
Okay.
Okay.
Agreed.
So, Rise is coming out soon.
The hype is real.
The hype is real. I'm going to be playing the demo again later on.
Yeah.
As I still haven't beaten the second monster yet.
Mhm.
I forgot which one that one was.
Dunsky's bro. Mizuzuni?
Yes, Mizuzuni.
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah. I tried. Sorry, it was a little hard.
The bubble
So
dragon.
I'm going back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bubble Dragon kicked my ass.
Yeah.
But Monster Hunter World,
Did you get World?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Iceborne.
Let's play later.
Let's.
Okay. All right.
It'll be my first dive into Monster Hunter World, so
Okay. Oh, you gotta do the tutorial stuff.
I got to
now.
do all that first. So
Yeah.
give me time.
While you're doing that, I'll probably be playing Warframe, but I'll hang
Yeah.
out in the party with you.
Give me like a day or two,
Okay.
however long it takes me to get both used to the world itself and the mechanics of the game, and get through all the tutorials and BS.
I'm telling you now, though, it's gonna be different than Rise.
I know.
It's
I
different
was
than
told
Rise.
it was
Yeah.
like a totally different experience than most other Monster Hunter games.
The handhelds are way different than the console. Way different.
Yeah, I was told.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got from Monster Hunter on that end. I'm kind of just flashing through real quick. Let's see. Oh, another MMORPG I had no business buying was, and I kind of regret it now because people are telling me it's not that great.
Mhm.
Elder Scrolls Online.
I wanted to. It's just I don't want to pay.
You don't have to pay for like most of it. It's just a choice.
But they have a monthly prescription.
Subscription?
Right?
Do they?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that before I bought it.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually I did.
Yeah.
So, well,
Mhm.
shit. Wait, doesn't Final Fantasy too?
$14 a month. But see, Final Fantasy was the first to do it. Are your glasses fogging up?
No, they're just dirty.
But yeah, no, Final Fantasy is 14 or $13 for a month, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. But see, remember when Elder Scrolls Online first came out, you had to buy the base game, which was $60.
Yeah.
Then you had to pay for PlayStation Online in order to play that. Then you had to pay the subscription for the game itself.
Oh my god.
So I'm kind of just like, I remember I bought it and I was like, I went back to GameStop the same day and returned it.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know
I was
about
like,
this.
I ain't gonna devote my time like this. Nah.
Yeah. Well, it's more like devoting money than time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those are two MMORPGs that I'll be getting into. I guess I'll be getting into Elder Scrolls now because I already bought it. But let me see here. Oh, did you know? And you probably did, but did you know that there are still active servers for Battlefront 2?
No way.
The original Battlefront 2, but it's only for PC.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I am seriously thinking about doing it.
Do it. You have the hardware.
I
for
am
it now.
seriously thinking about doing it. I'm like, I just learned this a few months ago. I was like, you are kidding me. There are still people playing, like, there are servers that are like kind of like
Halo-y where it's all hacked and stuff.
Well, I think so, maybe, but like they're kind of hard to find as well. Like you'll have to go into like Reddit and look for like people who have the server info, and then they'll give it to you or something like that. And
that's kind of cool.
I'm like, that is actually really cool. I did not know
dope.
that. I'm like, I am so tempted to do it now. And apparently, there's still people playing Mario Kart Wii online.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Like actual tournaments and stuff.
That's cool.
That's another cool thing. I'm probably not going to do that, but
no.
But that Battlefront 2 thing's really got me like...
I'm interested now, too. I need to go buy a PC right now.
But if not, that's okay. I still enjoy playing it with my nephew every now and then.
Yeah. Oh, that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, I had more, but that's about it for now.
Yeah.
So something we were talking about earlier in the podcast about the next podcast was we talked about it before the podcast actually was we're thinking of, and the reason why you didn't get a podcast last week like we said was because James has been kind of busy doing his own thing. He's like trying to make sure he keeps up in school and like with his personal life and stuff. So and that's completely understandable. Like I completely support my brother here with anything he does. So, and that's fine with me because, he's the one that's got a lot to do, got a lot on his plate. And
I got dreams.
He does. And don't we all? And also, that gives me time to do what I need to do. And also, it's also a matter of time. Yeah. Like, weekly podcasts, especially with his busy schedule, doesn't give him enough time to, like, do some research on things to talk about on the podcast that comes up, which includes, playing games or... watching TV shows, like listening to music's really no problem, but like everything else that we talk about. Yeah.
So this is the last episode ever. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. It's been nice, guys.
No, I'm just kidding. Basically, we're gonna
be doing a bi-weekly podcast.
Bi-weekly,
yes.
Every other Sunday.
Yeah. So we will sure to update that that in the on the Twitter feed and on the Facebook. And
not only does this help me, this will help us give you the listener better content.
Yes,
because we'll be, have more time to look into things.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, like we say we're gonna look into this, but it's just a time crunch.
So. Yeah, it is. It is really a time crunch.
Yeah, but it'll give you better content as a listener and a viewer if you're on YouTube right now.
Yes, and speaking of listeners and viewers, we really do appreciate all who do stop by. And listen
the
to
numbers
us.
are looking great.
Yeah,
thank you all.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it.
Seriously.
Yeah, we do this for fun. We're not getting paid at all. So it's just something we really love doing, and it's.
Was last month? Was there last podcast last month?
Technically.
Yeah, okay.
It hasn't been a full month. It's just been last month. It's been a.
Well, the last one was in January.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I want to go into something, like how last time we did suicide awareness.
Oh, yes.
This year, it's the year. It's the month of year. This month is the month of love, Valentine's Day.
Yes, month.
And love is supposed to be good. Feel good, not abusive. So I would like to raise awareness for domestic abuse.
Yes.
So, you're not alone as usual. If it's bad, it's bad. It's bad.
Yes.
There's resources that can help you. There's a hotline for domestic abuse.
Yes.
The number is 1-800-799-SAFE or 1-800-799-7233.
I will put those in the YouTube portion of our podcast.
They also have a chat thing too. If you're with the said abuser, there's help out there. A lot of help for this actually.
Yes.
So
abuse is not love.
Yeah. No.
Yes, it is not.
Yeah. So as usual, be aware.
Yes. And just aside from bringing awareness, just be aware that love is a powerful thing.
Yeah, it is.
And not just like
it's not
not just like relationship love. Love your family, love your friends, love the people you're around, love the people in your life that treat you well, that make you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying that because I'm a single, lowly, double-decker piece of.
Willow, I love you.
I know.
I know.
I know you do.
But yeah, no.
But no, yeah, it's a good thing. And like we mentioned before, we are going to be bringing like things that are like that people need to be more aware of.
Yeah.
Like every month we'll have something new.
Yeah, we'll look into things for people.
Yes. Now maybe we'll.
We may be just two dudes on the internet, but we do care about everyone's well-being.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
There's not enough love in this world, man.
No.
It's just this. If the last, oh boy, the last 2020 is anything to go by, there needs to be more love.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not supposed to hurt.
Yeah, it is not.
Again, the number is 1-800-799-SAFE, or SAFE is 7233.
Yep. And with that, that'll conclude this week's podcast.
Yep. Yep.
And we will
see you in a couple.
weeks. We will put that will be Sunday. I don't even know what day it is right now.
It'll be in the description.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description. Yeah. So,
but you heard it here first. Every other week you're gonna get a podcast.
Yes, it'll be bi-weekly from now on.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give us time to not crunch and not feel too strained.
Yes.
It'll really give James here some time to breathe and relax.
Yes.
So with that, we thank you for listening, and we
y'all.
hope to see you on the next podcast.
Have a good one, people.
See ya.